Hey everybody, wanted to give a quick update about change that we're making with livestream. We've tried this over the past couple of weeks and we've liked it, got some good comments about it, so I figured it was time to officially implement it. But what we're doing is having the livestream manager, the person running livestream, stopping and starting the stream, replying to comments, all that. You guys will now be switching cameras during the message. Praise and worship remains the same. But during the message, we'll throw in some wide shots of the auditorium, of the sanctuary, and it'll make the online audience feel a lot more connected, because if you picture yourself in the room, we're only using cameras 1 and 2, meaning that number 1's a tight shot of Pastor, and number 2 is a shot of him in the TV. So it makes you feel a little bit more connected. When you see wide shots of the room, you see people, you see all of that, compared to just seeing Pastor. You barely see the stage, you have no context for what's going on. It works in the auditorium fine because you can see all of those things aside from what's on video, but online you only see what's on camera. So it just makes sense to show those things. So that's the main thing it accomplishes. Number 2, the second thing that it accomplishes is it trains up video directors. There's no guarantee that I won't get sick one Sunday and have to call on somebody to video direct instead of me. I'm a huge believer in the more people that know how to do something, the better. So this is a good opportunity for you guys to kind of learn how to direct cameras, do all that in a low stress environment where it's okay to hold a shot maybe a little bit too long because it's not in the room. It doesn't have a direct effect on service, even though it is important. It's a lot more forgiving, but it is still important. So here we're looking at the switcher control. It's all software. I'm hoping for getting a physical console for it, but for now we are dealing with software control for it. A lot of you guys have used this back in phase 1, but if you've never used this before, or if you need a quick refresher, up here is our program bus. Basically whatever you see red up here is live on live stream. So that correlates with our program window right here. And our preview is what's coming up next. So let's say camera 1 is live right now and we want camera 2 to be up next. So hypothetically camera 1's live right now and we'll hit camera 2 on preview. So we can see that camera 1 is live right here because it has this red box around it, and then camera 2 right here has the green box around it, and it's up next. So the way we switch camera 2 up to program is there's 2 ways. You can either hit spacebar or we can hit cut here. So when I hit cut, camera 2, which was down here, now went live on program. And camera 1, which was live, went back down here to preview. So it's a lot easier to do it that way than to live switch, say camera 1 is live, camera 3 is live, camera 5, camera 2, and so on. It eliminates a lot of mistakes that way, and it's just generally a better way to do it. So our different cameras are, we have camera 1, 2, 3, 5, and then we have program, which is the program feed from the big video switcher up front, which is what we're used to when we're on the service setting in Open Broadcaster for live stream. Number 1 and 2 we probably won't use too much because they're the 2 that we use on Pastor, but on live stream we'll be using number 3 and number 5 a good bit. So hypothetically, let's say camera 2 is live right now and we're about to go to camera 3. So we'll come on intercom and say, camera 3, you're up next. In a minute, give me a pan left to right. And when he starts his pan, we'll hit cut. So camera 3 is live right now. And when he's finished his pan, probably 10 seconds later or so, we'll say, okay, and camera 3, you're down. And when we do that, we cut. It's important to communicate to the different cameras so they know when they're live and when they're not, so they know when they can move and when they can't, and so on. This is something that Joel Osteen's church does really well, so I'm going to play a clip of that here just so we can get a picture of what we're looking at.
Now get in agreement with God. Do your part and get in agreement with God. About 5 years after that meeting, we acquired this place, the former Compaq Center. When I found out it was going to cost about $120 million to purchase it and renovate it all, I didn't fall apart. I didn't get intimidated. I thought, God, you did it for my friend. You can do it for me. Had I not connected with that man, Ruth, were both widows. They were living in Bethlehem, very poor. Ruth would go out into the fields each morning and pick up the leftover wheat. It looked like that was their destiny, to just barely survive. But Naomi noticed a man named Boaz. He owned all the fields, one of the wealthiest men in that area. She not only recognized the favor on his life, but she respected that favor. She told Ruth, I want you to get dressed up, put on some perfume, and go meet this man. She was saying, in effect, Boaz has favor, we need to connect with him. Ruth not only met Boaz, but they fell in love and eventually were married. Because she connected to someone with favor, she had favor in ways she never imagined. And that principle is when you recognize the favor on a person and you respect that favor by connecting with it, by honoring them, by sowing into them, that favor is going to come back to you. Ruth could have thought, oh, Boaz, he's wealthy, he's busy, it's not going to have anything to do with me. She could have dismissed it and just stayed with the same friends she was comfortable with. We wouldn't be talking about it.
So thanks for taking the time to watch this. If you have any questions, just text, call, or email me, let me know, and hope you have a great day.